What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to more of the Sekiro walkthrough. This time we're going to do a little bit of story, but we're going to get right to it. So if you are following this walkthrough and you're here, just got the rice, we're going to use the rice, and then what you need to do is travel to, let's say, the dilapidated temple. And this is something that it's kind of strange because, you know, in order to find this out, you pretty much need a walkthrough. It's very challenging if you're just playing it on your own to know that this is what you need to do. But we got to go back to her a few times to move her dialogue up to a point where we're comfortable. And I think it's like 3 or 4 times, it might even be more, like 3 or 4 times we got to do this. And what you'll see when you come back, I already did this just to check it out. Her head will be down, almost sleeping.
Shinobi of the Divine Ape, I awaited your return. Please,
request the rice.
Thank you.
Bless us with...
And eventually she'll get to different dialogue.
Of course, remember. Thank you for visit.
I'm just going to rest first. See, maybe, yeah, see her head comes down. We're going to use the rice. Travel really quick back to the dilapidated temple. Now, you could travel anywhere. This is just, you got to travel. That's the main point. It resets the area. You can't just rest and come back. It doesn't reset her. So I'm assuming the idea is that because you only get one rice at a time, that you're going to go somewhere else, fight a little bit, use the rice, and be like, oh, I need to come back and get more. So you go back to her to get it, and then you kind of forward the dialogue that way. This kind of forces her hand a little bit. Hello?
I'm glad you've come.
What's wrong?
It is... nothing serious. More importantly, your rice.
Hold on. You don't look well. Rest.
I understand.
What can I do?
What?
Is there something I can get you?
Well, then I'd like to eat a persimmon.
All right.
So that's why we needed the persimmon in the beginning.
You've come to
I
visit.
said to get at least 2 of them from that
Shinobi
vendor,
of the
but you could
Divine
also
Air.
find them in the area.
I found a persimmon.
Truly?
Eat.
Yes. Thank you.
Munch, munch, munch.
It's sweet and delicious.
Good.
Shinobi, hold out your hand.
But,
No need to hesitate. Hold out your hand.
all right.
A bountiful harvest for you. I thank you, Shinobi of the Divine Air. The crop is plentiful, thanks to the persimmon you gave me. I ask that you also give some to the Divine Heir of the Dragon's heritage.
I will.
We get rice for Kuro. So, I want nothing more than for the divine heir of the dragon's heritage to get better. Kuro would likely be pleased to receive it. So I do this one more time. Just in case. I'm going to use this. And travel back quickly. And the good thing is the inner sanctum is part of the important places on the idol, so it makes it quick to warp back really, without going through the entire menu. All right, so she may just give us rice, and that's it.
Shinobi, you are... Shinobi of this time the now.
Please.
Bless us.
I thank you.
Rice is... Please come again.
All right, so that's...
Farewell, Shinobi. May the harvest...
That should be pretty much it until we give the rice to Kuro. We could go do that now. So we're going to go up to Kuro's room, and then we're going to go through the Sunken Valley all the way down to find the flower for part of the aroma that we're looking to create. So he needs a flower. He also wanted a stone. Well, we're going to do the stone portion. I always like doing that one second. And I'll explain why as we get closer and get there.
Wolf,
I am.
something for me?
Here.
This? It's rice.
Yes. The divine child of Sempo Temple told me to give this to you.
She did? Then I am grateful. This looks like good rice. Each grain glistens.
It is sweet when you bite into it.
Bite? Wolf, rice tastes a lot better when cooked.
My lord,
So do you like sweet things?
I will eat anything.
Which means you don't dislike sweets then. Right. I'll make something nice for you.
Something nice.
You'll have to wait and see. I'll make something nice.
Something.
All right, so the third thing was the sakura tree. So we're going to go after the flower next.
That door, Mart Lord, I haven't but seen.
Oh yeah, I didn't show this last time, but I'll just show this now. This door, the shinobi door, just goes right back to the dilapidated temple. So this is a tunnel off to the side of the dilapidated temple. That's how Emma gets back and forth. So, in order to use it, you have to be almost like a master shinobi. So how can she use it then, huh? You must be a master shinobi.
The Everblossom tree, someone cut a branch from the tree without its flowers.
I don't think I have a... Oh yeah, I did have a cord seed.
Goodbye.
Alright, so we should be good there. Rest up. Gave us 8. Okay, so now he moves over here. He should be able to give us that rice. The rice that he
Sorry
makes.
to keep you waiting, Wolf. Come now. Hold out your hand.
My lord.
Sweet rice ball.
What is...
Sweet, sticky rice balls. I made them with the rice from the divine child. Eat it. Don't be shy.
So it's up to you. I suggest eating it in front of him. You get, you'll get another one. Or should have 2.
This is...
That it
It's
is.
like a jacked up
That
rice.
It is.
So you have your rice that increases your, constantly increases your vitality or your health regeneration, and then the sweet sticky rice ball does that for a bigger chunk and longer. Alright, so I wonder, does he have anything else? I thought he gives me one for
How was the
her.
rice?
It was...
I bet it was. Ever since I used to always sneak into the kitchen. Maybe one day I'll
Open up a tea house, huh?
I asked Lady Emma about the sakura tree.
You did? What did she say?
The tree is called an Everblossom. Lord Kotaro brought it here from the divine realm, but it has withered away and no longer remains.
I see.
However, it is said that someone plucked a branch from the Everblossom and stole off with it.
Who would do such a thing? What's lost is lost. Finding a stolen tree branch? We have no information to go on. Let us gather what we can for the aroma first.
As you wish.
Wolf,
It is the mortal blade.
the sword that can kill those who cannot die.
Yes, it was given to me by the divine child of the rejuvenating waters at Sempo Temple.
The divine child of the rejuvenating waters?
The monks at Sempo Temple abandoned the ways of their faith in pursuit of immortality. The result is those who have false dragon's heritage, known as the divine children of the rejuvenating waters.
A false dragon's heritage. I never would have thought. Wait, divine children?
Yes, many were created, but only one survived.
Further proof of the corruption this power brings to man. The ties of immortality must be severed.
Yes, my lord.
Some really good dialogue there. I'll go through that.
I see you've gathered some of the... Keep up the good...
Alright, so when he gets to this point, he's pretty much done
Wolf.
talking about progressing anything. Let's see if there's an eavesdrop. I don't think there is, because we just talked to him. And then Emma will eventually leave here.
I'm glad you've come. Goodbye.
Reset the area. So, basically, he just informed Kuro of what he found and about the rejuvenating water. So now we're pretty much clear to go on our way. All right. But before we do that, we are going to go talk to Ishin one more time. He should still be over here. Sometimes he moves off as well, but for now, we'll see if he's still around. Yep, and we'll show him the blade.
Sekiro, is that the mortal blade? So what of the rumors?
According to the divine child of the inner sanctum, anyone who draws the mortal blade will meet death.
Which means only one such as you can wield it then.
When I drew out the blade and saw its crimson edge, I too died once.
I see. The crimson edge. Listen, Sekiro. With the mortal blade, you can now kill the undying. A truly terrifying weapon, don't you think?
What are you trying to say?
That sword is now yours. Who or what will you kill? You must be sure of the answer before drawing it.
I won't give a monkey booze.
You're leaving, Sekiro, another time.
Alright, so that furthers his dialogue a little bit. And now we are going to... I'll just go back and continue on our journey. So that's it for the dialogue for now. You could go back to the dilapidated temple and use the monkey booze, or give the monkey booze to the sculptor. I'll do that eventually, but for now, let's get to fighting. We're going to go back to the castle, and let's see. She shouldn't be there yet. She didn't move. Great Serpent Shrine. Alright, we're gonna go here to the Great Serpent Shrine, and those who didn't do the first part of the Sunken Valley with us earlier, this is where you would need to go. We got here on the regular playthrough or walkthrough, so if that portion was a little too tough for you then, it shouldn't be now because we have the umbrella, and we should be able to make it through the gun fort. And yes, this is where Ishin was gonna be, so we're gonna sneak on through here first and see. I don't know if he'll eavesdrop now that I like came right behind him. I don't know if it'll let me. No. Alright.
Ah, Sekiro.
Who are...
Ministry rats. They find a way in through every crack and crevice. There's always more of them to kill. By the way, Sekiro, have you mastered any secret techniques? Not quite yet, it seems. Cut them down, Sekiro. Every last one.
Alright, so what he does here, and it's okay if you don't have anything mastered skill-wise, and I'll show you really quick. If you go to your skills, your skill trees, if you have everything unlocked and you have this master, whatever you want to call it, like the master skill of that skill tree, then he will give you another skill tree to follow. But here's the thing, it's really like a new game plus type of thing. He gives you four or five, I can't remember, I think it's just four new skills to master, but they're very expensive. One I think is like 11 skill points, But it's only after you mastered all of these that you can unlock each one. So that's why I said in the beginning, if you guys remember, if not, that's fine. I don't want you to overburden yourself with getting all these skills and getting this last skill thing. You know what I mean? So just because we don't really need his Ishin's skill book that he's going to give us, he eventually gives us this at the end, towards the end of the game. So we'll get it anyway, but for now, it's not really worth it, at least in my opinion. All right, so let's continue on here. We're going to come back over here. You could jump up, get that item if you didn't before. We're going to go this way. Jump off. And if you didn't already have this idol, grab this idol. All right, make sure you have the umbrella. It's very good in this area. We'll come on down here. And we'll go right over top. Get this guy. Or get this girl, because these are the women of the gun fort. They are descendants of the Kami tribe that we'll see a little bit later on. Even though you see that red kanji symbol come up, just keep on swinging these guys. You can interrupt them. Make our way across here. Kill that dude. And sneak across. Now for those of you that have already done this portion, obviously don't worry about it. This part we are gonna grab. Blood smoke. Grab blood smoke. Grab. Okay. So if you didn't have the blood smoke already put on here, this should have been on. If not, you could puppet master and make one of those guys your puppets, and then they fight each other. I just think the blood smoke in this, for this area, this portion, is the easiest way to handle those, this section. Alright, so I think there's an item down here we didn't get. And we'll talk to this guy again. So this next part's a little rough for those of you who did not come down this way.
The gun fort. It was even more formidable than we'd heard. We were reckless to go in unprepared. It takes me back. I can hear the Senpo temple bell.
Yeah, so what I was saying, these guys tried to get into the fort, but he's like, oh, it reminds me of the Senpo temple bell. So they rang the demon bell, made everything harder, and they all got killed. So, be funny. Let's continue on. Now for this part, make sure you have the umbrella. And we're going to come down here and use a Goshen sugar. Okay, if you did not do this portion, you're going to have a mini boss over here. We already killed her. So go back to that video. I think that was the last video. And look at her fight so you can get an idea of how to do that. But we're going to come down here first. Run over. Now you'll get spotted, but that's alright. We'll let them calm down for a moment. But right here is the mini boss. We already killed her. This one real quick. Get this item and come back here. Then suck up the Sen. Sometimes those, sometimes when you're over on this side, the other gunmen will see you. But this time we got lucky; they didn't see us. Come up top, and we'll go to the side. Now get ready to run. You could use the umbrella for this portion. If you're getting smacked, you could slowly cross this bridge with the umbrella. I'm going to use this and run across as fast as I can. And as you run, try to zigzag a little bit. Keep on running. Jump for this corner. And we're going to wait it out here. Just like that. Now, if you have trouble with that bridge, you could turtle up, but I don't know. I think that's a little bit harder because you're going much slower. We're going to wait till the yellow markers are off our screen here and then come up here. We'd have a little bit left of our invisibility. Slide over here. Slide back. Come up. Same thing here. Up. Get this item. I don't think we can get anything out here. And let's see. Yep, I want to get over on that side. Here. Up here, nice and slow. We're gonna sneak up and this lady. Come back here and drop down. If you use 2 of the gotcha sugars already, we only have 1 left in our inventory to use. Don't use it yet. We need that a little bit later on. In just a moment, actually. Sometimes, this part here, you could get caught. One of these gunmen kind of sees, yeah, like right there, they see you. I tried to grab the edge, but missed it. We'll see if we could calm them down a little bit. Nice and slow. Yeah, this guy is a little bit finicky for this because, as you saw, as you were going, the red dot would appear, then disappear. Appear, disappear. You gotta wait until that red dot is, you know, stable. Okay, we're gonna come up here, nice and slow. We should be able to grab this crazy lady. Okay, now, next part. We got to be very careful. You see these, like on the path, there's like some hay, some straw, some rocks on top of them, and you can see a couple little patches. They're firecrackers, so they're going to alert everything to our position. So our goal is to come up here, go nice and slow, grab the edge. We'll get this guy. Drop down. Don't go in there yet. We got some others to kill out here, some other things. Only a couple of the gun women are left. So stay to this side. And I'll be honest, this next part I botch some from time to time. We want to get that that tree branch, but as you can see, these things are quite close to us. So we got to kind of jump towards it and Spider-Man up. There we go. Should be able to get this one off the ledge. Got that one. So that should be all of them out here. Now we still do not want to alert anybody. There are 2 more inside. Let's get this item here. I just passed up that item. We'll get, I think there's one up here, up top. If not, that's all right. Yeah, there is. Okay. And then we are going to go in this way. And this is the last part I was telling you where we will need our sugar. So if I could kind of see them, there's one shotgun guy back there, or girl. There's one over here. Now we're going to run up to this one here by the fire. We're going to backstab. I'm going to use the blood smoke. What you could also do that's pretty fun is use the puppet ninjutsu and let them fight it out. But for the sake of this, we're just going to use this method here. We're going to run up, or... Oh, I'm not... Shit. I messed that up. I didn't want to dive on it. Yeah, don't dive. I thought I was going to jump close to her. I thought I was going to jump behind her, and then I hit the backstab. But either way, if you use the blood smoke, it makes that a lot easier. Now we collect the goods, and the gun fort is done. Okay. Well, this portion of the gun fort. There's only a little bit left. And we'll come down here and rest. Now again, be careful. Again, if you are following this walkthrough and you're going to have close to 2,000 sen, if you're dying a lot, you don't really worry about it. But you may want to go back and get some coin purses. Now for this, I think I may save up because I want to get these 2. We need to start unlocking. Well, Vault Over might be good. I usually use that last. So, mid-air would be good too. So I'm going to go here. So mid-air deflection, then mid-air combat arts. Yeah, and then we'll start unlocking some of the others. Very good. Now, this next part, we fought one of these guys already. He is a mini-boss, the Centipede mini-boss that we fought down in Senpo Temple. All we need to do is deflect. Okay, if you remember this guy. So get this yellow one ready and just start deflecting. Does that jump on his head? Do not worry about damage. Hitting him. Worry about deflection. Perfect deflection worked really well, obviously. Oh my god! No, I can't see! He killed me. He killed me. Alright. Alright, I almost died to this guy. He really isn't that challenging in general, but camera got me on that last one. Camera death. Okay. Just had a plug in my headset. Started to die. And now we have a large fan. So this is a prosthetic tool. Divine abduction through an eight-handed fan. Once is fine, but twice, and you'll never return. If abducted, will head to Mount Congo at Simple Temple, will perform virtuous deeds. So that's our next prosthetic tool. So we're going to complete this area first before we continue. But first, let's open this. We have the gun fort key that we got from Kuru. And we are not going to go out this way just yet. Let's come back in here, underneath, and we're going to get a bunch of items under here. So the fan is really good for two things. An NPC quest, and then a farming. And that's about it. Alright, I forget. I go up. That's right. So go up here. Now this area may get a little confusing. You get turned around a little bit. We're going to go out to the right side here. And we'll get our shuriken on. Okay. The other thing we'll use, because we don't really use it that often, is the antidote powder, just in case we need that. Okay, so here we're going to have a combination of little centipede dudes and these poison lizards. So I say take out some of the poison lizards first and then jump on the backs of these guys. And we got a prayer bead. Alright, that should be all of them. And jump back out here somewhere. I think. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to stick to the right again. Out this way. And we have a huge cave filled with these. It's up to you. Kill them. Don't kill them. We're just going to run up here, grab the item, and jump back. If you get poisoned, use your antidote powder. Okay, and then we're going to do a big jump over here. Get this item, and you'll see a bunch of glowy... Oh, shit. I missed the button. There we go. And we'll get our spirit emblems. Now we're back in the beginning, so if you need to, you could rest. And because we have a prayer bead, you should have 4. If not, you're going to be 1 behind. But that's okay. We're going to use these to be back to even. 5th prayer bead, I didn't read that, so I want to go back and read it. Fifth prayer bead. Okay. The gun fort of Sunken Valley is commanded by the Snake Eyes, an elite force of women able to pierce distant targets with mighty flint cannons and phenomenal vision. So that's fitting for where we are. And then we're going to just go back here to do this next portion. And then we'll go back to the Dilapidated Temple to get our next prosthetic tool. There's an item there. Don't jump down there just yet. We'll get that later on. Okay? So now we're going to cross here. And oh no! We're going to go as fast as we can out to the side here. This little couple. So he doesn't see us. Or she, I don't know what it is. Because of the eye that we stabbed. Stay on the right side. And we gotta go. Perfect. Now, we're gonna rest here one more time, and then we're gonna go back to the temple. We'll talk to him.
Oh,
The divine heir. You saved him.
that has nothing to do with me.
It does. You have my thanks.
The shadow in your eyes. It's become a shade lighter.
What?
No matter. So, you need something?
Alright, so we'll get fitted with the Divine Abduction prosthetic tool. Let's see if we could do some upgrades. So we could do the fan. Let's see, we need to do both. If we could do both, that's great. We'll do Blaze and the fan. I really want to get the purple lilac umbrella. That's very important. This is really good for stuff coming up, some fights. But we do need, I think, yeah, something else. Oh yeah, we have one more item to get before we could unlock that. And then let's come down and Miss Raven or here. Well, this one we don't need just yet. I mean, we could do Long Spark, but what do we need there? We need more material. Scrap iron. So we only need 3 more scrap iron. Let's move this side along so we could complete this the second tier. So 3 more scrap iron, we're going to go buy those.
Another time out?
So if you have the Sen to use, great. If not, it's not a huge deal. These aren't game-breaking prosthetic upgrades.
Hey there, friend.
So
Still
if
have
you're
some
not
reason-
able to follow along with us right at this point, at least for the upgrades, then don't worry about it. All right, so I thought he sold scrap iron. Maybe not yet. All right, so we got to go find some
Till
scrap
next.
iron. Oh. I think we have some in the outskirts. I think this guy does. Again, if not, it's not a huge deal. We'll continue on. Just need 3.
Good sir. Good my salt? And that means... Look, I've...
So now that he has some scrap iron. Now that he got the salt, we have the Goken sugar. We don't have any of these yet. So these Yasha sugars, it'll increase your attack power by a large amount, but it'll also like bring your health to like a quarter of what you have. So I suggest not getting that or not using it just yet.
It smells like I could make a kill, which is why I am
What is it?
looting battlefields.
So now we're progressing his quest line. He's
That's a
asking
great way
for
to
help
impress
to
my stock.
loot
There are
loot dead bodies.
What?
So it's a good thing we came over here anyway, because we have just the person that we're gonna do that. We're gonna send them over. So let's go back to the temple. We'll upgrade this so we can be done with it. and then we'll do his quest line really quick.
You need...
I'm going to need 400. Okay. So I just need a little bit more send, which... Open this up. Oh, sorry, dude.
You need...
Alright, so now we are good to go. We have the second area, or second row complete. There's a couple of these we could get right away. I just need Sen. Firecrackers. You know what? Let's get the gouging top shurikens. Those will really help us out later on. So we'll just use 2 of these. See if we have enough to get at least 2 upgrades there, but don't worry if you don't. So we're going to get these. And we could get that one and that one, but I think we're good for now.
Another time out.
So I'll show you all the upgrades that we just got. Okay, so the shuriken gouging top. So the difference here is these piercing blades retain momentum after landing and will damage an enemy's vitality and posture, even if guarded. Taking a moment to further bend the spring and build rotational energy will cause the blade to rotate after landing, damaging the enemy multiple times on hit. So very similar to this, but you get more damage, and this is, if they're guarding, they'll still take that damage. So that's why we wanted to upgrade that. The spear, this is the new spear that we got. This is the loaded spear thrusting. So we have if you hold in the R2 button, you could rush straight ahead. I'll show you that. And then the loaded umbrella magnet. This is really good. When spread open, it will protect against attacks from all directions. Hold it out while moving. Has a tempered magnetic shaft that makes it nearly unbreakable. Enemy attacks can be deflected by spinning the umbrella. So let's start with the umbrella. This is the cheese method to use on enemies and bosses that really you need to break their posture. So if you're here, you could deflect just by spinning, just by hitting the deflection button, but it does take 1 spear damage. You spin and it does more posture damage than a normal deflect. The shurikens, not much to see different there, but the spear, you can see how if I just tap it, it's a quick like thrust. If I hold it, it runs a little bit, and anything in the way gets hit. Alright, so let's rest so we got all of our spirit emblems back. Now we're going to go travel back to Sempo Temple. Yep, right here. Alright, so this is your decision time. We have an NPC here, if you remember him, from the Toru group. He asks us to get the white flower. The pure white flower. We're going to not, even though we have it, we're not going to give it to him. Now, you can, if you give it to him, so just for, you know, for the walkthrough, if you give him the white flower, he asks to be with his friends, the children that he cared for. They're in the divine, not the divine sanctum there, where we fought the folding screen monkeys. So we could give him that flower, but in order for him to go there, we have to use the divine abduction. Okay, so the divine abduction, when you hit R1 or R2, it puts a vortex around you, but then you got to hit it again, and it creates this bigger vortex. Now for him, that vortex will make him disappear, and it sends him to that realm, completing his quest line. But that's his good quest line, right? That's the good ending, because that's where he wanted to go, and now he's all happy. If you want to, and this is what I suggest, but you don't have to, of course, we're going to give him the other pinwheel, the red and white one, I believe, and tell him to go to the merchant. He's going to help the merchant collect items from the battlefield for the merchant to sell, and it helps us in the long run. So that's what we're going to do here.
And I have to find the... Where could it be?
So, again, that's up to you. I'm going to give him the red and the white
Is
one.
this what you're looking for?
That's a red and white flower. I'm looking for a pure white flower.
I see.
But you're trying to help. Thank you. You're a good man.
A pure white flower.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Okay, so now it'll open up this. Suggest a travel destination, and tell him to go to the peddler. Now, if you came here first, before going to the reservoir where we fought the too many bosses there, you're going to have the option to send him to the abandoned dungeon, and he becomes the specimen for Dojin's, sick stuff, sick experiments. So we didn't want to do that. I don't like doing that with him, just because I think this gives us more materials later on for upgrading.
There's a peddler named Anayama near Ashina Castle looking for help. You should give him a hand.
I mean, if everyone come... I am pretty lonely. All right, I'll do it. I'll go and...
You should.
You really are a good man.
Alright, so he's going to go back to the peddler and do that. So we could go back. Nothing we could do up here just yet. I'm just going to make sure he left, because I want to go see really quick. He should be there, and then... Oh no, he didn't leave yet. Alright, so let's continue on, and we'll follow up with those guys later on. So now we're in the Riven Valley. Okay, let's come up here. There we go. Grab this. Now we're in the Valley of the Monkeys. Now these monkeys get pretty crazy. Just be ready. Okay, we're gonna come up over here, jump down here, jump across. Get this item. And he's gonna keep on running away. There's this guy here. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, if you thought the Snake Eyes ladies were rough with their shooting, like, these guys could hit you from like a mile away. Alright, where is he? Where is he? Here he is. Alright, there's two guys over here we're gonna get. Another good thing to use is the, we're going to get the guy with the gun first, is to use the firecrackers. because it really destroys their poise. Now, we're going to go on this side, grab a bunch of stuff, but I just wanted to show you. There is a group of monkeys there. I haven't found a very good way to kill all of them, because we don't really have a good AoE type of, type of weapon. The firecrackers work well just to kind of protect you so you could go through them and kill them one at a time, basically, but it really isn't efficient, there is another part of the tool, let's see, part of the spear that makes it like a cleaving weapon, which gives it that AoE. But it really, I don't know, I didn't think it was that good for that portion, but you'll see. And then you'll see a ton of frames drop. It doesn't matter what system you're on, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, PC, even if your PC is amazing, tend to always have trouble frame drops with all those monkeys. Okay, so we're gonna come up here. Sneak and get this guy. This guy sets his shit on fire. We don't want to deal with him. So, I had a theory about these guys because they don't really fit, right? It's all monkeys around here, and these guys just show up. But this guy was looking this way at these flowers. This guy was looking at these flowers. So I was just thinking that the ministry, or whoever it is, sent these guys to look for the flower that we're after. But I don't know. I haven't confirmed anything. It's just a fan theory, so to speak, that I had. I don't know if that's even accurate. It just might be that they're just chilling. Or to give us a little bit more of a struggle to fight something different than just monkeys. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, we're going to come up over here. There is some items down there. We're going to jump across and get those. Well, yeah, we'll do that in just a moment. I think it's time to fight the monkeys. Alright, for the monkeys, what are we going to do? Use that. Could probably use... Mortal Draw has a bit of a AoE move. Could also do Puppeteer. Maybe I could backstab and puppet one of them. Well, here we go. The good thing is, if you puppet one, sometimes they can keep some of the others busy. Always get the death blow around here. Not always, but as soon as you can, because if you're taking some damage, remember we have that Clayton skill that helps us. And it's a little monkey chaotic here. A little monkey chaos. But again, if you keep on killing these guys, death blow, there's still a lot. Look at how many there are. Okay, my puppets are gone. And one left. And we're good. I think. We good? Yes. Alright, let's collect everything. Alright. So, like I said, I don't know an easier way to do that. But that's pretty much the best I could do. Alright, so we're going to go down here. Up here, and then drop off. Here we go. But before we continue on down, we're going to go back up, hopefully. There we go. Back up here. Continue this way. Because there is an idol over here that we want to get. Okay. Up over here and grab this idol. No, I'm intentionally not showing you what's behind me because we're going to get that later. But for now, talk to the old lady.
Fruits of the serpent, yes. There are two. One is the other.
So she's talking about the fresh and the dried fruit. So we're going to go, this one, we're going to go after the dried fruit. So we could give rice. I suggest not doing that. We're going to keep the rice. If you don't know what she's talking about or want her dialogue, give her the rice. She gets a little bit more detailed in what to do. But we're going to go this way. Now remember, we just rested, so everything's back, even that group of monkeys. So we are going to come down here. And we're going to make our way from this side all the way to the other side. Now, I suggest putting on the antidote. And then there's also contact medicine. Now, I only have 3 of these. We'll get more as we're down here. But the contact medicine will give you poison. You'll be poisoned, but it's very weak. It barely ticks your health. Regular poison ticks it very quickly. So the advantage to it is once you're poisoned, you can't get poisoned again until that that poison runs out, that kind of thing. So there is an advantage to using the contact medicine, especially here or around any kind of like real bad poison areas. Okay. So when I drop down, I'm going to use this. See how fast that poison was ticking up. Now I am poisoned, but my health is very, very slowly moving. Okay, we'll get these items from the shit swamp here. Now this next enemy is, in my opinion, pretty much as bad as any like mini boss. Once I could get him to come out, he usually comes out. Don't see him. Maybe he'll come out over here. There he is. So we're going to slowly come down here. We're going to try to backstab him. Okay, this is a dual-wielding monkey. He is tough as nails. And may even be tougher than, like I said, some mini-bosses. So we're going to slowly wait for him to turn around. Run up, backstab him. Yeah, you don't wanna fuck with this monkey. No fucking with the monkey. Okay, and then we're gonna Spider-Man over here. Grab this. We are gonna go up there in just a moment, but first we have a merchant.
To purchase an offering, where you find the departed, you even go ahead, buy an offering.
Alright, so the most important thing here right now is the green mossy gourd. This is for poison, so we need 18. I got 15 on, or 5 on me right now. So 3 of these. we'll say 2 of these and 3 of these. Again, if you don't have the Sen, that's okay. He does sell some other things, some upgrade mats, heavy coin purses, obviously some antidote. But that's all we really need from him.
Wherever.
We'll grab this item, and then we will be making our way through there in just a bit. But first, we gotta finish this section. Now, unfortunately, with that gourd, that green gourd, we only have 1 charge because we didn't rest. So this does, if we're poisoned, it does not, it doesn't help or heal the poison status, but it will reduce the buildup. So it's good to like preemptively use this, especially in this area, and if we're going to be in the poison. Let's see. The other thing that we want is our Gotchan sugar. So we want to get over here. Just trying to just Spider-Man it over, but okay, right up here. Now we're gonna go all the way to the top, and we're gonna put those. This is why we wanted the those shurikens. Okay, right there's the master monkey. We don't want to hit him yet. The dual-wielding monkey. Okay, that should be all of these guys. Now you should, if you did this correctly, should have just enough invisibility to come up behind them. Come up here. There we go. Just ran out when I got him. Now, the one that saw me is this monkey over here that has a gun. Not a big deal compared to that guy, so... Oh, came back down. Yo! Stop your monkeying around, shit. Yo. Look at this guy. He thinks he's the main story boss. Alright, so now this area is... This portion is clear. Now just to show you, I'll probably leave... I'll probably get poisoned here on purpose with the regular poison and show you the difference between that, you know, the contact medicine and then what regular poison. Now, you could argue that poison buildup is very slow, and you can grab these things and then jump out of here without getting poisoned. But now look at the chunks of poison damage. Like, it's ridiculous. That's pretty quick. So we're not going to deal with that shit. You could also use one of the pellets to kind of counteract that, but... And now you can see, since I used that antidote powder, the buildup was a lot slower, so that also does that. Alright, now we're going to drop down here, and what do you see here? It looks like a path that a snake took, so why not? Okay, let's come up over here, grab this, and down here. Now I suggest killing these guys. Yeah, you're going to get poisoned. Plain and simple, you're going to get poisoned. So it's up to you to do the contact medicine again. But I think this is fine. Gonna run around here. There's guys that jump out of the wall. I don't really feel any reason to fight them. Okay, we're gonna run over here, grab these items quickly. Oh. Stay over here, you're kind of out of their reach. Heal up if you need to, but... Bring them down here. Grab this. Okay, I don't think anything was up on this side. That guy there. And, yeah, this here. Alright, so now we're going to drop down. Yeah, you can see a cool temple in the back. There's always a party in the back. And then here's the snake. Now, the good thing about this is that he doesn't see us. Make sure you have your puppet ninjutsu on. We're going to drop down here. Come up over here. Now you see this monkey. And conveniently, there's enough spirit emblems to use this. And puppeteer him. Go away. Now, if you use the rice and gave that to the lady that we were just talking to before entering here, she'll tell you, make the monkey dance. That's what she meant. Now, I did take a hit there, so make sure you're close to full health while you're jumping. Sometimes that can kill you. But now, we get our bride serpent Viscera. The giant serpent is a god of the land, and the heart is believed to be where one's spirit resides. While it looks much like a persimmon, in fact, this is the red viscera of a god. Apparently, denizens of the Sunken Valley worship the organs, believing they represent the deity itself. So the heart of a snake. So that's the dried one. Now, we're going to come up here. Down here. Now, you're gonna think that this is a little crazy for this next part, because we're, like, literally right here where we want to go. But we're going to end up warping out of here. We're not even going to get this idol down here. So I just wanted to show you this. The Buddha. There's an idol down there and a whole nother area. We're going to go to this area of the depths a little bit differently. Okay? And this is more for a dramatic effect, I think. But I like going in the other way. It makes it a little bit easier to navigate the enemies in here and backstab them and all that. So instead of running back through here, which we cannot do, we are going to go here and use the homeward idol. Let's go back to the dilapidated temple. Come up, see if he has any more dialogue real quick. Upgrades. I can't really upgrade. I don't have this end.
Another time out.
Okay. Well, actually, let's give him the monkey booze, because he'll give us some dialogue towards.
I brought something for you.
Monkey boo. This really brings back memories.
Did you drink this often?
I trained in the techniques of the shinobi, in the valley where the monkeys dwelled.
By yourself?
No, there were two of us. We were rogue shinobi. There was no proper master for the likes of us. That's why we went to the valley. To run, to jump, to clash swords. Where one slip would mean your doom. That was how we trained.
We came to move exactly as monkeys did after a time. I'd drink this monkey booze whenever I tired of training, and I'd listen to the howl of my partner's whistling finger while I drank.
How?
It was from his unique ring. Whistling through that ring would fill the valley with a somber melody. Strangely enough, I enjoyed that sound. I listened to it so often. Another talent.
So I wonder who his partner was. Alright, some good dialogue there. Learning more about him. Let's see, acquire some skills. See what we have available to us. Projected force is really good. But it looks like I need mid-air prosthetic tool as well, so I'll wait. I'll wait for that. I'll work on the prosthetic tools. Shinobi skills are good. Mid-air combat arts is also really good. So we'll see how that goes. Now let's go back to the stairwell. He should be there now, so. Yep, there he is. Talk to
Mr.
him.
Shinobi. Hanayama is a good man. He called me here to mourn those who died in battle. We take off the armor, cleanse the body, and make proper graves. Times as they are, decent burials don't happen as much as they should.
So even though we both know the thief is really out for himself, getting items so he could make some money, but he did it in a way that this guy could help him, but he's
Hanayama is a good man.
Yeah, he's doing burials and stuff, so.
In battle. We take off the armor, cleanse times as they.
So seems to work out.
You have one hell of an eye on you. You found me a fine specimen. Not only is he strong, but he doesn't mind looting corpses neither. Thanks to you, I've got piles of weapons and I'm loaded with cash. Not to mention some new items in stock. Here, have a look.
So, he had these before, but now he has some more Akko sugars. Now, the Akko sugars are the ones that boost attack power, and they're unlimited. So, if you want to use them up, go ahead. Use them before every battle if you like. Come over here. They're only 120 cents, so not too bad. But most importantly, at the bottom here, he has some fat wax, yellow gunpowder, black unlimited gunpowder. He has some scrap magnetite and unlimited scrap iron. So that's probably the most important. And then he has a couple more purses here for to kind of save you some money. So this is going to be our merchant for a little bit. But I think this far outweighs anything else that we did with
thanks to you.
With this big dude here.
If you're ever in a pinch.
No.
In any case, come again.
So this pretty much concludes both of their storylines. There is one more thing that we'll do right at the end, but we don't have to do any more errands for them. They're going to be there until the end of the game. But now, if you felt bad for get up there. If you felt bad for the big guy and wanted to whisk him away to his best ending, his happier state, I mean, that's obviously, like I said, completely up to you, but a little selfish on my part, I think. I think this was a better idea. All right, so let's go back to the valley here. And we're going to get the first part of what we need to find the Divine Realm. Hopefully. Now, I'll do my best to showcase this boss. I think I got everything that I wanted to get there. Okay, we're going to look down here. This is the Guardian Ape. So, if you know anything about Sekiro or heard anything, this guy is notorious in Sekiro. And definitely a skill check. So, this boss is brutal. Now, there aren't many gimmicks that we're going to be able to do here in the beginning that will really give us an edge. But, let's see. We will have on the loaded spear. That's fine. We're not going to use that till much later. The firecrackers only really work in the first phase. Spoiler alert. And I've seen a lot of people use the flame vent. However, I don't really like using that. I usually save our spirit emblems to the end. Same thing here. I would suggest Nightjar Slash. This is more for the second phase. Now, the first phase, he quite literally goes apeshit. So speaking of apeshit, he does throw his shit at you. That causes poison buildup, so have poison resist on just in case. And I'm going to use Akko Sugar. Like I said, we have now unlocked unlimited Akko Sugar. That will help a little bit in the fight. For now, just keep your firecrackers on. If you want to use them, go ahead. But I'm going to show you this. This guy is very, very tough to deflect. Extremely tough to deflect, but we are going to do that. At least that's my strategy for this fight. One thing that you could try to do is like a hit and run technique, and that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to try to stay at a medium distance from this guy because he closes the distance very quickly, and almost every movement he has causes a hit. There are a couple fake out moves that he does that you think he's like dropping down to maybe got staggered or rest a little bit. And I'll call those out as we go. But this monkey is aggressive. Now you can see these trees here. You could use these to your advantage to swing away from him if you need to. Sometimes that works well if you want to get off a heel. But one thing that we could do, and I'll do this right off the bat. No, I don't need to go back there. I've been playing a lot of like different games, like Dark Souls games, and I always think I have to go back to the bonfire to put on different stuff. We could use the flame vent here, even though, like I said, I don't really like using it that much, but maybe to start, let's throw on some oil if I have some. Yep, got some oil. And we'll run up, throw some oil at him, and see if we could get him ablaze, but that's the only time you should really try to use that prosthetic tool. Okay, use your sugar if you want to. Run up, lock on. Hit him with oil, and there we go. You could get a lot of damage in there, but like I said, 1, 2, 3. There is one of his fake out moves. The sweep, we could jump towards him or to the side and swing. When you see... Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. Like I said, don't really worry about him, like hitting him. You're going to take... It's so hard for me to talk and do this. You're going to take your opportunities. He does that upward swing. When he does this, jump to the side and swing. You can get a little bit of a hit there. When he gets close to you, just look to deflect. When he does that, come over, swing, hit him a couple times. Sometimes you could stagger him just like that. And now back away. Don't get too aggressive. Now that move, when he jumps up in the air and does that kanji symbol, we want to run away. I tried to go underneath him, and you can't. His feet grab you as well. So when he does that uppercut, he'll do that little panic on the ground. Just back away and hit him once. When he sits, he shits. And then he'll throw his poop at you. Just run underneath him, around him, and you can get a couple little hits in there. Now the name of the game here is his health. So if he runs at you like that, jump away. One hit and run. Jump up, swing. You can see that blood hit him. I hit him a little bit. If he sits, he shits, gets up, run underneath him. Staggered him a little bit. Run away. Gonna heal. Yep. That's in the middle of the heal, and he got me. That's why I said you can't shit. You can't shit. You can't heal. Oh, keep on running to the side. Get out of the way. See the poison build up? It's not much. I could have already finished this fight, but I'm just looking to showcase a lot of his moves for you. That one is a tough one. It has such a big window. And I'm healing at the wrong time, guys. Run back, around, hit, run. Jump, hit. Yeah, like I said, almost every move is a hit. Here we're going to stay with him, block. Comes in for the attack. We want to stay medium range. 1, 2, 3. That's that fake out I was telling you about. It always seems like he's gonna lay down, but get a couple hits in there. 1. Wait till he's done. Get a couple hits and back away. Down a little bit. Stay medium range. Stay too far back. He's going to do that kanji attack that got me about 6 times here already. See how, like, he's just all over the place. Let him monkey around. Use all my heals on the first phase. Don't worry. I think the second phase is much easier. Bad healing. I'm just trying to showcase everything he does. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of just a simple pattern. Now, it looks all over, and it really is. It really is just kind of aggressive. So now he's going to chase us, jump away. 1 hit. And now his health is almost gone. This first phase is all about his health. Strike, and back. Don't get overly aggressive. Run away, jump. There we go. And first phase is done. And we cut off his head with the sword that's in his back. Now, just in case, I'm going to put on some petrifying, and we'll go that route. Now, just hang out here. Make sure you have the spear on, and I'll show you this phase. He gets up, and now decides to bite you with his head. This one you want some room. When he does that, when he goes to pick up his head, you want to get out of that area because he does that scream, which is a terror attack. Now, you want some really good deflection. We're looking for a big, that one there, and missed the deflect. You want that big hit. There's two big hits. That's one of them, and another one where he raises the blade high above his head. This was to jump over, just get a couple of hits in. There's a fake out. It looks like this is the big hit. Okay, he's going to fall down. Pull. And Nightjar Slash, which I missed. So we're going to use the spear on the beatdown to grab the Centipede out of him. It does a ton of posture damage. Deflect. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Here's another one. R2, R2, and Nightjar Slash. Look at his posture's almost gone. So I'll let this guy fight us a little bit longer. 1. He runs away. He runs away at any point. There's the Nightjar Slash. I could probably kill him right away. But run away from that or jump. Nope. We're going to let you fight another day. Which might be not the best idea for me in this fight, since I don't have many heals. However, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And pull the Centipede. I'm not going to hit him, just because I'm going to kill him real quick. But you can see, there isn't many moves that he does differently in phase 2. Just deflect his attacks from the sword, run away when he puts his head up. He'll do this diving lunge, jump over, get a couple hits in there. We're going to let him live. I could probably get him on this next time, but hopefully it showcased it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the good news is, if you get that last hit, you'll still be able to use your prosthetic tool to get the Centipede. All right, let's finish this one. I think you guys have seen enough, and because we already got our mortal blade, it progresses this whole part of the story right away instead of waiting. Now we heard a scream, and the Guardian Ape was defeated, though its roar can still be heard. Excuse me. It is said that an infested body marks the undying. Slender finger. Found in the belly of the Guardian Ape, it is partially digested. There is a shinobi technique called the finger whistle that can drive beasts wild. The one who used it before clearly used it for this purpose, as evidenced by the finger's open hole. So, right before we came here, we talked to the sculptor, gave him the monkey booze, and he talked about training with somebody else, and he would use his finger whistle. So that's what that's all about. Alright, so we're going to go over here and rest. Now, again, if you're having trouble with this guy, especially if it's your first time, I believe you will, you can see the first phase, I think, is probably the hardest. If you need to just hit and run, just do that. You don't have to stand in front of him. I was standing in front of him to kind of show you as many of his moves it's very challenging to show you his moves in a complete format just because of how erratic he is. He swings, he's jumping all over the place. But stay in the middle range. Notice when I got further away, he started to do that perilous attack, that jump, grab, and slam. He did that a lot. That's because he's trying to close that distance. And it got me quite a bit. It is a tough one to get away from. As long as you're running back away from it and then jump at the last moment, you should be fine. If you try to go underneath him like I did several times, as you saw, you get caught, not by his hands, but by his feet. And yeah, you're in for a rough time. But as you saw then, the second phase was quite simple. At least that's what I think that the sword fight is much easier. Alright, so let's enhance our attack power. They say that an infested body is the mark of the undying, but such a long life would surely be quite lonesome for even an ape. Perhaps the echoing roar of the Guardian Ape was in fact a solicitation of sorts. So, perhaps the echoing roar of the Guardian Ape was a solicitation. So, what does that mean? He's looking for somebody to come. Alright, we'll find out that a little bit later, not much later. And for our skills. Mid-air prosthetic. I really should start doing those. Those techniques are pretty fun. But I think I need some more heal. Projected force. So that's only one. Yeah, let's go here. Let's do these first. And then, because this is 4 and 5, we need 9 to open these up. And like I said, this is up to this point. We got the essential skills that are needed to really complete the game. Now the rest is up to you. We could get some more spirit emblems to hold, which is always good. There's 3. There's a couple more here. You could complete this one, but I'll tell you, Ashina Cross, it's very good, but I don't really use it throughout the playthrough. I don't really use Shadow Rush either. You know, a lot of these skills, latent skills we got are very good. Suppressed Sound could be good too, for sneaking around. But quite frankly, I think I'm going to just do this. I'm going to get some more eyes. We'll use the Shinobi, or not eyes, Spirit Emblems. Having an extra Spirit Emblem is really good. But you guys are free to do as you wish moving forward. And now we're going to go in to the Ape's Cave. Lotus of the Palace, a white lotus flower found blooming in the depths of the Sunken Valley. Where the fountainhead waters pool deeply, the flower's aroma attracts female apes. Thus the Guardian Ape carefully tended to it, so as to offer it to his bride. One of the incense ingredients sought by the divine heir for immortal severance. So, we got the first part. Now, we come back out. And let's see here. Let's go back up to the castle. Yeah. Go to Koru's room now that we got that. Now, if you went the other way first and went after the stone first, okay, you could certainly do that, then come here. It doesn't really matter which one you did first. I typically like to do this fight first, just because you get the finger whistle. The other way, when you defeat the boss that's in front of the stone, you get the water breathing technique, which you could go underwater. Some say that that's probably a better way to go, just because you could get access to underwater items a little bit sooner. I don't know. I just really like to do it this way. Alright, so we're going to come up over here. Talk to Kuro.
My lord, I've procured the flower for the fountainhead aroma.
Oh? Was it truly blooming in the Sunken Valley?
Yes, deep within the valley.
So that is where the fountainhead waters pool deeply. You've done well to acquire this wolf. Oh, and actually, I found something. I discovered there's another scent we must acquire.
What is it?
The blood of the divine heir of the dragon's heritage. In other words, my blood.
Your blood? But my lord, you cannot bleed.
Yes, it is true that those of the dragon's heritage cannot bleed. However, in Lord Genichiro's quarters, I found a curious journal belonging to Lord Takeru's page, and it appears there is a way for me to bleed. For now, I'd like to ask you to keep this for me.
Alright, the Diary of Takeru. Lord Takeru held his arm over the incense burner and attempted to cut it with a sword, but incredibly, his wound healed instantly. Not a drop of blood was shed. Lady Tomoe said, without it, your blood cannot be spilled. What could she be referring to, I wonder?
Now then, we just need to figure out how to make me bleed.
Perhaps we should ask Lady Emma.
As a doctor, she should have much knowledge of the human body. Yes, she may be able to help us.
I always find it funny that when Koru asks us to talk to Emma and stuff, but she's like right over there. Like, why don't you do it too? Why don't you come over here? We'll chit chat.
My blood. Perhaps Lady Emma will. Might you ask her?
Alright, so all we have left are the stone and the sakura
You're
tree.
leaving, Wolf.
My lord.
Okay, so let's go talk to Lady Emma.
There is something I'd like to ask.
Yes, what is it?
Can the divine heir be made to bleed?
Why would you seek to do so?
The blood of the divine heir is required to obtain the dragon tears from the divine realm and achieve immortal severance.
Oh, I see. It is true that the divine heir's blood cannot be shed by normal means. However, you currently possess the means to do so.
The mortal blade.
Yes, here you are.
Immortal Severance Scrap. Alright, part of the Book of Immortal Severance left behind by Takeru. With mortal blade in hand, my blood may be shed. With my blood, the aroma will be complete. The divine realm will be in reach. Mortal severance will be at hand. I must ask Tomoe to assist with the beheading.
This was written by Lord Takeru?
It was. With the mortal blade, you may wound the divine heir, and his blood will be allowed to flow.
I see. This brings us one step closer to immortal severance. I shall tell my lord.
Of course. As I told you, the mortal blade...
Yes, I shall tell my lord.
Of course.
Alright, so don't have any gourd seeds, and we're good.
Goodbye.
Let's see, can I eavesdrop on him? No, we're still... Always check to eavesdrop.
Wolf, did...
I did.
And?
That it could be possible with the mortal blade.
I see. So the mortal blade will allow my blood to flow.
As you wish.
Shall we give it a try?
The mortal blade was never meant to be drawn. There is no knowing how it will affect you. Burning the incense may help protect you from such harm.
Yes. If you insist, then that is what we shall do.
Alright, so we're gonna wait to,
I see you've gathered
use
some
the mortal blade on
You're
him.
leaving, Wolf.
My lord.
Alright. Very good. Alright, so we're going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching this one. We're going to continue on and go after the stone next. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. It's really helping you guys out. That's the main purpose why I'm doing these walkthroughs. I just want to help others out that are having, tough times with this game specifically. It's one of my favorite, if not, my favorite game, literally of all time. So, I hope you're enjoying, and I will see you on the next one.